Hello guys, I know I sound like an asshole, but my throat is sore as hell, so please bear with me. No, thank you. I'm going to show you what I've been using on this week's attacks on clan bosses, despite getting around a 42.67 average. It's actually higher because I only used this on the second half of the attacks, on around 8 attacks, and the average went up from 45 to 50 per attack after that. So starting on the hero configuration, I'm using Robin's Hood, Magic Signet Ring, Shirt of Pacification, Ace Up the Sleeve, and Horn Helmet to keep raising the tanks. EOL with Dragon's Eye, so it raises a bunch and at least leaves one up. The axe with 24% more damage curse on the enemy. Always use abilities that give percentage based penalties on the enemy and percentage based bonus on yourself. This is a standard executioner of light setup with the crab armor, the stone axe, increased health, soul, increased damage on resurrections. I should have traded this rune. This rune will never trade with anyone versus the shroom. And this will only help increase the armor because there is no petrification. And this for damage increase and self-healing, chance of self-healing. Standard underpowered Darkula with resurrection orb, shield generator and healing generator, depends of the health of the warrior that is healing. Stasis soul. This has no incidence on the matter. Every once in a while, 32k damage. That's all that it does. Ghostly aids for increase the survivability of the unit, and every time it comes back from it, rests someone up and gets back into ghostly aid form. Some smoke screen to avoid being hit, and some general healing. Then the Palamage, some damage with a chance of dealing triple damage. Rest soul. That's all I have. Don't ask why I'm using this. If I had a legendary, I would have crafted it already. Increase health. This is the Elven armor, with chance of absorbing incoming damage and self-healing and healing others. This is to both launch more missiles and rest more people if there are many people down. This is useless. The rune works accumulating damage. Redirect. The ability of the ring is useless also because I cannot redirect ranged attack from the shroom because they are not ranged, they are all over the place. It's a blanket damage because it poisons everyone. But the ability of the rune is the important part here because it deals plenty damage on the shroom. And this I use for magic damage, armor, and general stats. This one is not unlocked yet. Incinerator with the Dino wand with some percentage bonus to my troops. Resoul, Stasis Armor Soul. This one is the alien, yes, alien robe, alien outfit that heals people when using the weapon. Some more percentage bonus on my troops. This one, I don't think this rune works because I can't reduce its max health, and I can't reduce its healing. This one deals minimal damage because the only fighters that die are mine, and they are only 2 tanks at any time near the shroom. The other ones that die are also the mini shrooms that spawn, so those could deal some damage. This is almost useless, this rune here, but I have nowhere else to put it. Some more damage. Useful. Damage is always damage. Artifact accelerating crossbow. This one is from the test specimen, I think. Dealing extra damage when doing criticals. Each 3 consecutive attacks on a single target, the enemy loses 21% of their current health, with some more armor reduction. This one is to give more shields to withstand the poisoning and increase a percentage on the damage did by my troops. This rune is important because every once in a while I cannot be targeted for attack during that time. This triggers almost every 7 to 8 seconds, and for about 5 seconds I cannot be targeted, so it gives you some leeway to keep dealing damage without having to being resurrected. This ability is not very useful. It's not very useful on shroom because of its attack. Maybe it's useful when the mini shrooms appear, but they usually die instantly. This rune is important because it is more damage, helps prop up the damage numbers of the unit. This is a generic dodge ring with more crits to trigger the crit ability of the weapon rune, and to deal 80k damage to all, both the shroom and the mini shrooms every once in a while. And this one is here. This ability won't do anything to shroom, but I deal more damage, more crit, more dodge, and 50k extra health. Then I'm not using the pirate spear on the legionnaire. I'm using the sheriff because it deals extra damage when receiving damage, so it attacks 3 times and restores more health. again, percentual multipliers of damage boosting is important. This one is to both deal extra damage, more percentual boosting, and to what it is, summon, banish, resurrect an ally with 30k health. This one is important also because I use it as a secondary Dragon's Eye. Once in a while, removes negative effects. Self-res ring, it's the UFO ring with more extra percentual damage and more percentual damage. When dealing a penetrating blow, that means when dealing a critical hit. A critical that I have more chances of having because this thing here makes me attack more times than with the Pirate Spear. The soul is any resurrection. Could be this one, could be the other one, the generic increased damage. Could be any of the two. But at the rate I have to resurrect my people, it triggers a lot. This one I generally use on Pumbaa because on Pumbaa I don't die so often, so it's almost useless. The increased damage on resurrections. Where did I? Ah, here it is. And self-res, as usual. And that is the breakdown. Ah, no, I'm missing the talents. I'm using Undercover of Night. I'm not using Undercover of Night, that's important, because I like my Archer and my Legionnaire to deal more percentual damage. So I use Battle Brothers on them. So they deal extra 65% damage. And Invincible on the other tank and the Palamage. And now we are done. This is what I'm starting to use from the beginning of the next clan boss.